Hi. So you were saying how there are certain characters you guys love to draw, as well as how many times it would take to finalize a design for some of them, and there's so many Transformers. Were there any that always seemed particularly uncooperative when it came to drawing them, and who would they be?
I think like movie Megatron, the first one.
I think any of those.
What
big
is
ones.
that? I don't even know.
You can't count the movie ones.
Yeah.
Let's just go with regular ones, right?
Yeah.
We'll keep Bayverse out.
I don't know.
Grimlock.
Yeah.
Only because one person kept asking for a commission of Grimlock over and over, and he wasn't happy with it, so it got me sick of drawing Grimlock. So now I have a prejudice against Grimlock for no reason. Like, I like the character, but I'm like, every time I see him now, I have PST, post-traumatic PTSD. And I was like, can't do it, can't. Like, and then they put Grimlock on my picture for announcing me for TFcon, and I was like, why did you do that? Who picked this image? I want to know why.
The memories. Yeah, I'm not sure that I really have one. Nothing comes to mind, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I know there was one, but I just can't recall. It's been It's been like 15 years since I've last drawn an issue or something. Yeah. Good times. It's gonna come to me like I'm gonna be in bed tonight and I'm gonna be like angry at myself for not thinking of.
I think anything, if it gets detailed, it starts to become an issue for me because my mind wants to simplify a lot of shapes. So it's just the more complicated it is, the more it's going to be less cooperative with me.
Thank you so much also for breathing so much life into these characters and really bringing them more to just be the characters that we know, but giving them more and more personality. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
I think I've said hello to a couple of you today or yesterday. I wanted to know who or what are your biggest artistic inspirations?
Well, I'd say first off, everyone here. Everyone. It sounds like such a general, boring answer, but everyone that's done anything with IDW or just touched Transformers in general has been a big inspiration because I've always just loved robots from the beginning. But and Derek Wyatt's been like a huge inspiration for me because growing up, Transformers was always drawn like this. It was always blocky. There was no other way to interpret it. But after bumping into animated, you realize that you can change shapes. You can add a lot more exaggeration, and it was nice. It's freeing. And then outside of that, I'm terrible with names, but there's a lot of Studio Trigger guys that are big Transformer fans that are inspiring as well.
Yeah, I'd say the same. A huge reason why I wanted to hop on the Transformers IDW comics is because of the work that everyone had been doing on those comics, and you want to be a part of the cool gang, you know. So there was a lot of that for sure. Otherwise, I just for my art in general, Disney kid, my whole life. I love those, stylized, dynamic. That's kind of my jam. I love the type of soft coloring that comes from that, and yeah. I wish I had names, but I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I always draw blanks when I have to say a name.
Yeah,
Sarah.
Yeah, there it is. I think for me, one of my biggest inspirations at the start was Scotty Young. He's a great artist, and Jeff Senior from the Marvel Transformers. He was really great at conveying action and motion with Transformers, and he played with a lot of thick and lots of black ink on the page, which you didn't really see much. And then later on, Derek Wyatt, absolutely for sure, became a huge inspiration. And I like people's work at like Sean Gordon Murphy and of course Alex and stuff like that. I pointed at him. Every time I color someone's work or whatever, you're so zoomed in on their stuff, you kind of see every little detail and every little thing they do, and not in a judgmental way, but I work with Nick a lot, and I see kind of oh, this is how he draws hands. You kind of see the details and the nitty gritty, and so I take inspiration a lot from everyone that I've worked with too. Yeah, for sure.
For Transformers specifically, Dawn's like one of my favorites, and Guido, those two icons. For everything else, Atomo, I love Akira. Those 6 manga volumes are epic, and I go back to them all the time. In the American field, Jim Lee, Mark Silvestri, Sean Gordon Murphy, J. Scott Campbell, Joe Madureira, Roberto Ramos. Like, I love artwork, and anything that like appeals to me, like I will consume it and just like hoard it and like be like, how did they do this? And I'll start to like, I'll buy multiple copies so I can like kind of like just like ooze over the page and be like, how did they do this? I'm like trying to figure it out, break it down, and be like, can I apply that to my own work there?
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.